Let's get you news coming from Russia. The head of the Russian mercenary group Wagner says that they're taking all necessary steps to topple the country's military leadership in Moscow, saying his forces would destroy everything that comes in their way. To get more on this, we have my colleague Vishnu joining us. Vishnu, the tensions between the Russian mercenary group Wagner and the Russian Defense Ministry, now finally coming to a head.
Well, yes, this has been a problem which has been going on for a while. The leader of the Wagner group, the mercenary leader, Yevgeny Prigozhin, has turned his guns on Russia itself. This after several months of hitting out at the Russian leadership for not supplying his soldiers with enough ammunition, for not really having a clear-cut agenda in the Ukraine war. Now, in a statement, he's actually directly said that this entire war in Ukraine was being waged for all the wrong reasons. It was being done to prop up the oligarchs in Russia. It was being done to prop up or to ensure that the defense minister, Sergei Shoigu, got another medal on his chest, etc., etc. But I think the most important part of this is that it is now appearing to be a fact that Wagner forces have entered the Russian city of Rostov-on-Don, which lies about 100 kilometers east of the Ukraine border. And they've taken up positions. There's a sense of security in Moscow as well, a heightened sense of security. Forces have been deployed into defensive positions. Now, Wagner apparently has about 25,000 soldiers with him. This is not going to amount to anything very significant in the interim period. But I think there would be a gap in Russia's defenses in Ukraine, which the Ukrainians might thereafter exploit to further their objectives of liberating their territory off the Russian presence. Be that as it may, it is a huge setback as far as the Russian cause is concerned. And some of Prigozhin's language against the Russian leaders is very, very strong indeed. He says, of course, that it's not a military coup, it is a process of justice that he is being a part of. The question is this uprising, and it is a major one. How long is it going to last? How is Russia going to contain it? And in a situation where manpower on the Ukrainian war front remains, very important, where will Russia get more soldiers to bulk up its formations inside Ukraine? Because that's what Wagner was there for. Wagner had mercenary soldiers drawn from Russian prisons, and they fought, and huge numbers of Wagner soldiers died. But if the Wagner forces remain loyal to Prigozhin, as appears to be the case, and if they are moving out of the Ukraine, then it would be a problem for Russia's war effort in Ukraine.
Right, and security in Russia has been tightened following a dramatic escalation of infighting. Thank you so much, Vishnu Som, for joining us with those details.